Hey guys, Redneck Wannabe here. I hope all's well with you and your family today. So this is going to be a two-part video. Number one is this is why I'm doing Back to Eden, the Back to Eden style gardening. And number two, it's what I didn't do, okay? So here you go. So here's the garden. First I'm going to start off with what I didn't do. And you'll notice right here, those are tomatoes. And I did not stake those or tie those to the cattle panels like I was planning to this year. And it wasn't because I didn't have time. It was just because there were other things that I wanted to do, and I didn't make this a priority. And so you can see how they're they're just growing. I have to step lightly right through there. But the point of that is I hear from, especially when my kids were little, it's like, Dad, I don't want to do it because I may mess up, or I may, I'm not going to do it right, or whatever. And as parents, we hear that from our kids, and we say, hey, just as long as you're trying, that's all that matters. But yet, when we become adults, we don't take our own advice. We're afraid to do something because it may not work, and we just keep doing that year after year after year just because we're afraid of failure. And the point I'm trying to make is just right here is this, this is a total failure. But yet, even in failure, you're still able to to get God's produce. And so I should have tied these up, but you can see I've got some pretty good tomatoes in there. And I guess the other part of this is I didn't do things right this year because the tomatoes were getting my seedlings. I got a late start with those. Once they were planted, we had a little bit of a drought, so things just didn't grow. And if I would have said, man, it's just a bad year for gardening, or we got a drought, or whatever, and this is not there's a lot of room to improve here, but at least I did something. And that's probably an every other day. That's what we've averaged every other day through the growing season for produce. So I don't care what you do, if you're doing it right, you're doing it wrong, whatever, just do it. Nike stole that from me, so it's my trademark. Just do it. So it doesn't matter what you do, right, wrong, indifferent, just do it, because it will all work out. Now, the second thing that I wanted to show you is, the garden's done okay. The first part of the year, we really had a drought, and so even some of the spring grasses, the cool grasses that were coming up, we're starting to wilt just because we weren't getting the moisture. And then thankfully about the middle of June we got just some gully washers, and so that brought things back. But the point is, I have not watered this garden all year, with the exception is this row back over there. I've got some tomatillos that I didn't get out till mid-April. And it just didn't have the growing, it didn't have the moisture to grow, and so I did have to go out there and water those tomatillos. But outside of that, the squash, the tomatoes, I haven't had to. So if you're looking at Back to Eden Garden, so this is North Texas. We were in a drought for the spring. In June, I think we caught up to our average, so we're back to an average amount of rainfall. But I haven't had to water this garden the whole year. Now up there, that's a different story. I don't have as much wood chips up there, so that does get drier. But I still really haven't watered up there either. So anyway, two things: just do it, and this is why I do Back to Eden gardening, just because I don't, that was the biggest reason I did it here in Texas, was just water, because you never know. Is the summer going to be a drought, or is the summer going to be just a monsoon? You never know. So anyway, I hope this encouraged you. Y'all encourage me just with the comments, It's just humbling to know that there's people out there that care what I think. I mean, my kids don't. So that's just kind of encouraging and humbling as well. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care.